Hi friends and welcome back to Up Close with Lauren Show and Tell. So today's episode is going to be about Batman Begins. This is the first of the Chris Nolan trilogy, of course, starring Christian Bale as Batman. And I'm so happy to have this because it's quite hard to find nowadays. Actually, our local GameStop, the online GameStop, it got sold out in the pre-order, but I was able to find one from DJC Collectibles, so thank you so much for sending to me right away, because with GameStop it's not even released, so that's wonderful. So thank you. And friends, don't forget, if you haven't, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell as well, okay? So let's go and let's review Christian Bale's take on Batman Begins. Join me. So here you have Batman. It has the grapple gun, it has the Batarang, which has been used in the past releases of this action figure in the Dark Knight form. But something new would be this hand that has kind of like three Batarangs included in the hand mold itself, and this grasping hand, which I think might be holding onto something, and of course the action figure. The back, you have the regular hockey puck style stand, and you have the very iconic Christian Bale Batman Begins poster, the movie poster. The back here, of course, the main difference is that of course it has a soft cloth cape, thicker compared to a Dark Knight release that is included in the 6-pack. Of course, I wasn't able to find or to buy the platinum version of the Dark Knight. So anyway, let us take this out of the clamshell and let's review Batman Begins action figure. And here you have it, friends, Batman Begins action figure. The stance is pretty good. I've always loved this Christian Bale, the Dark Knight trilogy era. You know, it totally made Batman more iconic, if I can say that. But of course, I'm talking about Batman. The costume of Batman in this era is more usable, more believable. A costume of a vigilante that can actually move and can fight, things like that. Anyway, let's talk about the hands first. So you can see here. Okay, I'm just going to move it like so. So you have a wrist, a hand that's holding on to three Batarangs ready to be thrown to the enemy. Okay. Go, three Batarangs. Nicely conceptualized. And the good thing about this is that the size of the Batarang is correct as opposed to the Batarang that comes with it as an accessory, because the hand would be too small for the Batarang itself. Same goes with the grapple gun, which of course has been released, has been used in the past, but nevertheless thankful to actually be included in this package. And of course this one has also been released in the past. And with this one, the extra hand, he's holding to a bat bomb. Okay. And it would have been nice if the bomb itself has been colored, so you can actually see the definition and the texture. Alright. So those are all nice plus feature of the toy. Now let's talk about and let's look at Batman here. And before I carry on, I'm gonna link up here or down there my review of the Dark Knight, so you can actually see more of the accessories and what have you and the articulation. But look at that stance, look at the look of Christian Bale here. That looks amazing right there. I think that looks just like Christian Bale. Of course, the costume is not really bang on, but nevertheless, it's so different from the Dark Knight Returns. I'm going to make a comparison later on. Okay, so let's look at the head sculpt again. Look at the eyes. Look at how the eyes painted. And let us rotate Batman here. You can see that shape of... Actually, this Batman, the cowl is separated, right? Well, I think it's more for the Dark Knight Returns. But nevertheless, it looks really nice. I really like it. And the main difference with the Batman Begins is that this chest plate here, it looks just like one big chest plate. And you can see, look at that articulation, biceps, and the belt, design of the belt, very nicely sculpted. Same as before, I believe. Yes. And the crotch design here, I think, is different. Same goes with the legs. Completely different sculpt compared to the Dark Knight. The boots are shinier black compared to the rest of the body. Same goes with right here. Nice. Now the gloves, it looks like he has long forearms because of this right here. Is that something different? Yeah, oh, that is the ball joint. That is the ball joint. Yeah, that is the ball joint, but it looks like it made the forearms quite long. Right? Made the forearms quite long. And let's look at the articulation. Okay. No problem there. Rotate the arm as well. You have the butterfly joint. You have double jointed elbows. And of course the articulated wrist. No problem there. And can do the back. And not so much the front, but Batman can look down, no problem. And up, not so much, but look down, yes. And here you can do the splits. You can do the turn, no problem. You can do the double jointed knees, the usual articulation here, and the toe break. Big plus of this, of course, would be the quality of the cape. You can see the cape is pretty big, pretty wide. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. And it's actually thick. Nicely done. Wired cape, of course. You know, there's beauty in wired capes, but also there's beauty in sculpted capes, right? But I think if you're an action, if you're a toy figure photographer, I think that soft cloth cape can give you better drama in your photos. Just look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Gorgeous. You can hold the he has that wrist with the batarangs. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do you guys like comparisons? Okay, let's compare. So this is the first release, Dark Knight Returns, and this is one of my favorite McFarlane sculpt of Batman, like live action Batman. I just love the stance of Christian Bale here, and I think that the sculpt of this one is amazing. You can see the difference in the way that the wrists are sculpted. See, this one here is thinner and such a long sculpted ball joint here compared to this. Okay, so yeah, these are your Batman Begins and your Dark Knight Returns. Okay, now this one is from Dark Knight Returns as well, but from the 6-pack anniversary edition of Batman. And of course, the main thing here is the soft cloth cape. It's one of the few times, I think, if not the first time, that McFarlane Toys included soft cloth, and you can see the evolution of the cape. You can see how thin that cape is, also not wired compared to what we have here right now, right? And wired plus wired. But again, the sculpting of this one is amazing, and it's not the same color. There's some difference in the hue between these two. Again, I don't have the platinum version of this that has the cape similar to this, unfortunately. I think that's something that I probably would need to find. Friends, email me or make a comment if you have an extra of that action figure. Now, the last but not the least is this Christian Bale Hong Kong Skydive there. Hong Kong Skydive. The same sculpt as the other two here, but of course it doesn't have a cowl. This is like when he was still preparing to jump in Hong Kong, and you have the cape is supposed to be here. But you can see the detail of the belt here. Okay. And there you go. You go, my Batman Christian Bale collection. Okay, Batman Christian Bale collection. They all look so nice, and of course, I also have the Batmobile of this Batman. The Batmobile, the tumbler, is right here. I had to take it out of the box just to show you, friends. Here it is, and of course, this is the second release. You have the Batmobile of '89, and you also have, of course, the Batmobile of Adam West. This is the third release, I think, for the live action. And how do you, I forgot already, oh, right here. And this one, it doesn't come with lights and sound, unlike to the Batmobiles that's being released nowadays. It has lights and sounds. This one is just plastic, but still nevertheless nicely detailed for the price point, right? Amazing. Love it. So, friends, of these four, which one is your favorite? Hard to decide, isn't it? Look at that. They all look gorgeous. Here's Batman getting out of the Batmobile, the tumbler. I just love this. So friends, this episode ends here. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Up Close with Lawrence. Totally enjoyed playing with this action figure, Batman Begins of Christian Bale of Chris Nolan. So friends, if you haven't, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share my channel as well. Until my next episode, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Goodbye.